Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's majors versus minors between the Minnesota Twins and the Norfolk Tides. Bobby Ullman, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Into the box, Brian Dozier. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Brian Dozier.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. This is on the ground over to first. Cardenas moving to his right, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees, our first pitch temperature. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Sano. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A payoff pitch one more time. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Sano, the runner at first with 2 gone. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Hit hard to the right. Foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Rasmus. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Adalberto Mejia is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, William Casado, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Lane over at second. Davis at first. 2 out in the inning. And a fastball just a bit up.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Working to escape the first inning jam. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the third. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. So stepping in, Jorge Polanco. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The next 1-2 pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Coming to the plate now, Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. There's one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Roger Cardenas. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Standing in now, Ronald Calzado. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he is out on the tag. Stepping into the box, Andrew Susac.
Catcher, Andrew Susac.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. Slider up that he gets a call on.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Cardenas takes his lead at third with 1 away. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Grounded to third. Sano has it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 2 full. Tides lead it 2-0. Standing in, Jason Castro, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First pitch coming, here it is. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. It is taken for ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
The 1-2. Soft liner to the right side. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering, and it's fouled away. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Riding in once again, Joe Mauer, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
0-1, here's the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
The 1-2 home to Mauer. This one's flared out toward left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing that stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Well, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Here's Miguel Sano. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Mauer at second. Sano is over at first with 1 away. One 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Oh, he brought it back.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And that misses low and away. Ball one. Two down, runners at first and second. Popped up. Davis in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll reach over his head to make the play. And a sparkling play it was to end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Tide's out in front, 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Lane. He singled his last time up. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Kepler sprinting after it on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Third baseman, number 1, Tommy Davis.
Digging in, Tommy Davis. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Now the 2-0. Fouled off. Now the 2-1. Is laid off of for ball number 3. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now at the plate, Bobby Heil, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Colby Rasmus. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Back in standing. He's set. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Tides lead it 2-1. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey guys, he went for the punch out right there. Brought out Filthy McNasty down in the zone, and he's able to scramble that for a knock. Nice execution by the batter right there.
First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Buxton leads off second with nobody out. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the line at first. Cardenas right there, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Up next for Minnesota, the designated hitter, Robbie.
So striding in, Robbie Grossman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that misses 1-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Rasmus has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now. Up next for Minnesota, Jason Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Tide's out in front, 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, William Casado. He was gunned down at the plate trying for an inside-the-park home run his first time up. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Behind 0-2 now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Roger Cardenas. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now. Ronald Calzado will be next. 1 out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Stepping in, Ronald Calzado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-0 the count. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Rosario will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Andrew Susak.
Digging in, Andrew Susak. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Cardenas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 1-2. That's popped up, but this will land untouched. 2 out with the man at first. Missed with a slider.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And that one got a piece of him. Now to the plate, Ruben Tejada. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. On, he pops it up. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a 9.
Kevin Lane.
Stepping in now, Kevin Lane. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This one's down to third. And they'll go the short way to retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. Tides lead it 3-1. Jesus Batista enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's Brian Dozier now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Batista features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Lays off. 2-2 now.
I had to count 2-2.
Still even at 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Ready once again, Joe Mauer. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ball 1. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Coming in is Rasmus. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
The next twin up, Miguel Sano. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball, just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Eddie Rosario would be next. Struck him out. Down go the Twins in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Standing in, Tommy Davis.
Leading off for Norfolk, third baseman, Tommy Davis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2 balls and no strikes. The high fastball is in there. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
This is line to left. Rosario is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Bobby Pyle. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo shot down the line in right as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Settling in now, Colby Rasmus. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Colby Rasmus.
A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he showed great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. In there, strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box now, Roger Cardenas in the dirt here. Pitches in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
And he misses there, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Ronald.
So digging in now, Ronald Calzado. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario.
He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Polanco. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Lays off 1-0. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Lane comes up with it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Ready for another chance? Byron Buxton. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Coming in is Rasmus, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. So coming to the plate, Andrew Susac. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-0. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, Ruben Tejada, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
1-2.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here now the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Kepler, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Kevin Lane. Swing, and he pops him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a breaking ball stays outside. Susak on third. Tejada is at second with nobody out. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the second run will score to make this a 7-1 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box, Tommy Davis, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Nope.
0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kepler will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, center fielder, Bobby Pyle.
Striding into the box, Bobby Pyle.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And the throw in gets away from him.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. William Casado waits on deck. The 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
The right fielder, number 3.
Digging in and looking for more. William Casado. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Fastball down near the shoe tops. and he misses again. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Two-0 count. The pitch, a little bouncer. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Here now the 2-2. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's an 8-1 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Digging in, Roger Cardenas, and their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. And this one gets away. A throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the word wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one cost him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
1-1. Misses off the plate.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
He strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full. The Tide's out in front, 9-1. Back here at the Polo Grounds along the Harlem River. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. In now, Max Kepler. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Here's Robbie Grossman as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 16, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. And a fastball just a bit up.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Brian Dozier would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Castro is off at first with 2 away. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 7th inning stretch time here at Coogan's Bluff. Tides lead it 9-1. Striding forward now is the DH, Ronald Calzado.
Designated hitter, Ronald Calzado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Andrew Susac. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Polanco is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ruben Tejada.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Ruben Tejada. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. We'll get a look at the great Joe Mauer when we rejoin you after the break. 8th inning coming up. The Tide's out in front, 9-1. So here's Joe Mauer. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. The 1-2 home to Mauer. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Three-two pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Hard hit ball to short. And Mauer's going to get himself a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Miguel Sano, a hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 home is taken down and in for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there. 3-1. Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for Minnesota, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Eddie Rosario. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit. And you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. Mauer on second. Sano at first with no outs. And here's a ball hit in the air and foul. The 1-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate. Swinging a soft liner, leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
The 0-1. And this one gets away. So now two men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and two runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Davis has room in foul territory. Two gone.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with two runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Striding in, Byron Buxton hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Casado is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Twin strand a pair. They trail big. It's 9-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Lane. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Kevin Lane.
First pitch on its way. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Stepping in, Tommy Davis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. At the plate, Bobby Pyle. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Count even now at 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, before the game, we anticipated this game was going to go a certain way, and we could not have been more wrong. That's the beauty of baseball. You can never predict what's going to happen on any given day, and that home run was proof.
Now batting.
In now, Colby Rasmus.
Rasmus.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Twins, and this is now a 10-1 ball game. Francisco Gutierrez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Susak shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Robbie.
Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Robbie Grossman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Tejada is there. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping up now, Jason Castro. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Fastball off the plate away for ball one. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Line drive to center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. 2-out hit, and that'll bring Brian Dozier to the plate this inning as well.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Final strike for the Twins. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Ball two. Castro, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Once again, a 3-2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Joe Mauer, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And this is taken by Mauer. He's aboard. It's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
At the plate, Miguel Sano. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 1-1. swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Here's another 1-2. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. Norfolk scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Jesus Bautista gets the W on the mound. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final light score, first for the victorious tie. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you, please drive home safely.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's a matchup of the show. So digging in now, Kevin Lane. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Now batting, Tommy Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball called for strike two. Hit on the ground to third. Sano scoops it up. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back. And again a throw. And he'll dive back in safely. Into the box now, Bobby Pyle, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 in there. Now the throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Sanchez gets his sign, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 2-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
This is a good at-bat so far here with two away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
There's ball four.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Colby.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Colby Rasmus. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopper foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Pyle leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Coming to the plate now, Roger Cardenas, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 down, runners at first and second. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Joaquin Vargas, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins, the second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes, 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
So here's Joe Mauer. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Tejada over to his left. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Batting third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Now at the plate, Miguel Sano. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball foul down the left side. 2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. She'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Slider up that he gets a call on. The next 0-2. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down and the inning continues.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Pyle has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Ready now, William Casado. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
William Casado.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Stepping into the box, Ronald Calzado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
In now, Andrew Susac. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit down the third baseline. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Here's Byron Buxton now.
Leading off for
Set
the
to
Twins.
lead off the home half of the
Center
second.
fielder, Byron Buxton.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifted in the air to right field. Casado has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team.
Right
You want to
fielder,
talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Tejada now out there at short. He's got it, and there are two away now.
batting eighth, designated hitter, Robbie Grossman.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Robbie Grossman. They'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Now in the box, Ruben Tejada, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Tejada.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Ground ball left side. That's a base hit, their first of the game.
Now batting, second baseman, Kevin Lane.
Into the box now, Kevin Lane. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Buxton has a read on it. Makes the play. One away.
Third baseman, number 1, Tommy Davis.
Digging in now, Tommy Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to Mauer. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Jason Castro, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jason Castro.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. There's a strike. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Stepping up to the plate, Brian Dozier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Castro on at first, nobody out. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Joe Mauer. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pyle on the move. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Throw won't get him. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Here's Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
2 strikes.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Second and third here, 1 man out. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance at hopefully.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Twin strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Into the box, Bobby Pyle. He drew a walk his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Popped him up. Polanco into shallow center, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Colby Rasmus. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. At the plate, Roger Cardenas. Sanchez into his motion. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Jorge Polanco.
Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Calzado is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to right. Casado waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
So stepping in, Max Kepler comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. Called strike over the outside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping into the box, William Casado.
Right fielder, William Casado.
First offering on its way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. The 1-1 home. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Center fielder, number 2.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Striding in once again, Ronald Calzado, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Standing in now, Andrew Susac. Yes, he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses off the plate. Casado stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds the 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So striding forward now, Ruben Tejada.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Fly ball right down the line in left. On the move is Rosario. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next will be the designated hitter, Robbie Grossman.
For the Twins, designated hitter, Robbie Grossman.
Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Weak chopper up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Jason.
So 1 away, and here's the left-handed hitting catcher, Jason Castro. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Calzado is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
He's looking really great at the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So here's Joe Mauer, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. set and the pitch.
That's a ball.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Dozier is off at first with 2 away. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now.
Counts 1-1.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
2 out here and a runner at second. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Tejada over to his left. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Twins wind up stranding 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Lane. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Tommy Davis.
Ready for another shot now. Tommy Davis. First offering on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. In for a strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1 and a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder Bobby Pyle.
Digging in once again, Bobby Pyle. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner back safely. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Once more, a throw over, a dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
2 balls and a strike. Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71 so far. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He went down on strikes last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side.
Now batting, the first baseman, Roger Cardanian.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. Trevor Hildenberger enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Trevor Hildenberger.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. Hildenberger has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Here comes the 0-1, and it's 1-1. Rasmus, base runner at first with 1 out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, William Casado. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Dozier is calling for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Through 5.5, Tides lead it 2-0. Here's Miguel Sano. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And this is low, ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Tejada now out there at short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. A little bouncer that rolls foul for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air down the right field line. Casado on the move, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Andrew Susak.
Standing in, Andrew Susak. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
1-2, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Standing in now, Ruben Tejada, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. The Dozier for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Byron Buxton will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Now the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Here's Robbie Grossman. Bases empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. A ball and a strike now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this finds the wall over near the 339 sign. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Gutierrez.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0. Back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are two on with one away now.
Well, you know, D'Lo, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
So striding in, Brian Dozier, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Gutierrez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He offers up a two-seamer, a curve, and a slider. Set to deliver the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air. He's very quickly down 0-2.
With two strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play back.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Again, that's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So here's Joe Mauer, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. That's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pyle moves over. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Twins forced to settle for one. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Tide's out in front 2-1. Ryan Presley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Kevin Lane, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. The 0-1 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Buxton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
First baseman, number 1, Tommy Davis.
Stepping in, Tommy Davis. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Presley playing here in his age 29 season. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Bobby Pyle will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on but fouled off to the left. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Colby Rasmus.
Digging in, Colby Rasmus. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Now a throw over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Tides lead it 2-1. Albert Perez goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Miguel Sano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Perez stands 6-2 and throws from the right side. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Sano will head for second. And the throw in gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Sano stands at second with no outs. And he takes a called strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Now the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And that misses. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Casado ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Now to the plate, Byron Buxton tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. from the stretch. Now the runner breaks for the plate. Now a bunt attempt here. And a foul ball here, 0-1. And the runner's coming home. Now a bunt attempt here. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Tapped up the third base line. Low roller, and he barehands it. But this one is all tied up. A great effort defensively, but it couldn't prevent a run from crossing the plate.
Right fielder.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in. It's 1-2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Ready on 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Colby Rasmus. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Kepler ranging back. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. Zach Duke, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Stepping in now, Roger Cardenas, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Duke stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He offers up a 2-seamer, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and a 4-seamer. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And that's a home run into the top tank.
The right fielder, number 40.
Into the box, William Casado. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to beat.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kepler racing back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Ruben Tejada is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes. Four runs here in this half inning. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Grounded to the right, and he'll reach to knock this ball down, and the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Digging in, Kevin Lane, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes, and a curveball that time that broke too low.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Buxton moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Third baseman, number 1, Tommy.
Standing in, Tommy Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
1-0 count. Here it is. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Tejada over at second. Lane on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Bobby Heil, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Rosario. He can't get there as it falls in. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Still only one out in the inning. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back easily. Runners are at first and third, one away. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are two gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Roger Cardenas. A shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box, William Casado, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. Seven runs across the plate in the inning. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Tide's out in front 9-2. Henry Arturo takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 12, Henry Arturo.
Ready once again, Robbie Grossman.
Leading off
It was
with
a
a twin.
two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Robbie Grossman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Hit down the line at first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Grossman takes his lead at third with 1 away. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
The next twin up, Joe Mauer. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Drilled on the ground to short on the first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. Norfolk came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Albert Perez earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Tides. 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Twins, 3 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha line